Like, so in other words, the entire the entire building and everything else was already hung over from, the LeBron James game. So everybody came there. They all were, sitting in their seats and having a good time waiting for the last 5 minutes of the game, because that's when obviously it all started to pick up. And I know Hardaway hit a big three.
Yes.
But did you see the three-point shot that he took prior to that?
Yes.
I was like, what in the hell is he doing?
Well, that's where you get a second opportunity.
I had to thank God he had a second opportunity, because that first opportunity really didn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. I had no idea what he was doing there. It looked like he shot it from half court. But, but that was a good win for them. They needed to have a win like that after a very physical and emotional performance prior to it. So the last 5 minutes of the game got good.
It was.
It's interesting. The previous game against Cleveland, the fans were screaming defense, defense 2 minutes into the game. Last night, it didn't get to that point until like the last 6 minutes.
I thought, to your point, I thought the only time prior to the fourth quarter, and I actually wrote it down because it's the only time I really sensed it where the Garden felt like alive for the night, was when you had those back-to-back dunks by Porzingis, and it was Hardaway late second quarter. At that point, when Hardaway has that dunk, all right, it felt, but then it kind of quieted down again, and the fourth quarter was great. The fourth quarter, you're looking at a team, they were down 12 points in the second half, and you had Donovan Mitchell in the first half, who, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know a whole lot about him, and he's a local kid, too. Donovan Mitchell, a first-round pick, he scores 17 points in the first half, and you're thinking, here's what in my head was how are the Knicks going to come out and respond? And I'm not going to say they were flat, because they weren't. There was a back-and-forth game. They were pretty much trailing the entire way. But it seemed, and Rodney Hood is hitting from everywhere, and you're thinking, you know what? Maybe Utah's got something tonight. But here comes the fourth quarter. Here comes Hardaway. Here comes Courtney Lee. I know Porzingis was out for a while, but he has some big turnarounds and dunks. And this team really showed me something last night.
Yeah, for me, I also saw something else that I really wasn't happy to see, and I hate to, belabor the negative, but late in the game, there's Hornacek standing on the sideline. Now, the good news about the Knicks, we really haven't had to talk about the coach. We're more talking about the players, right? We're talking about what the players are doing and how they must be responding to their coach. There was a couple times last night where Hornacek was trying to get them to move.
Yes.
And this was late in the game. And you could see him, and you could also see that nobody was moving and how frustrated he was getting on the sideline. So it kind of just goes to show you, when an NBA basketball player just wants to do whatever an NBA basketball player wants to do, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Because the beauty of what the Knicks have been doing up to this point has been all that movement on offense. But late in the game, there were a couple of times where you could see him going, come on, and nobody was moving. Everybody was standing around.